What is up, gamers? Welcome back to another Build a Set workshop. Today, I'm going to show you one of my funnier builds, I should say. I initially tried to do this set another way, but the way I wanted to do it didn't actually work. So I came up with another idea, and that's what this is. You'll notice a couple things. One, my health is currently decreasing. Two, I'm purple. And three, I've got some Kyros flying around me. And that's what the build is. But real quick, I am going to save myself from death. It doesn't actually kill you though, so don't worry about that. But let's heal myself before I get into telling you what the set's about. So here's the set. We got the weapon can be changed. I like this weapon because it's got a lot of raw. The affinity, it does have minus affinity, but one of these skills gives me affinity so that it counteracts. So we've got the Shigaru Magalu. I did not say that right at all. Shigaru Magala helmet as well as pants. These give bloodlust, so does the helm, and that's the important part. We have the Magnamalo chest and waist. This gives Hellfire Cloak. The jewel it has on it is Hellfire Cloak 2, so that's why I get more. And then this has the other Hellfire Cloak on it, as well as Resentment, which is good for the last piece in the build, Archfiend Armor Epine. This is from the final boss of Sunbreak. I am not going to show you the entire set because, you know, it's still in spoiler territory. But the gloves, the set gives a skill called Dereliction. This drains your health over time, but you'll see on the side and in the center, it bolsters your attacks when you're using your red scroll. It increases your elemental and status values, so more elemental damage and more status applications when you're using the red scrolls. When you're using the blue scroll, it increases your raw attack and your stun potency. So if you're using a hammer or something that can stun, you'll want to be on the blue scroll. So that's the main skill of the set, as well as Bloodlust. Bloodlust is from the Shaggy Maggie set, and what it does is it changes the effects of the Frenzy Virus, which is applied by Gore Magala and Shigaru Magala. But it changes the Frenzy effect to gradually reduce health, but while you're infected, you gain attack and your evasion increases. Increases. It feels like it gives you the effect of, like, I don't know, evasion window 3. Could be more, could be less. I don't know. But it gives you a lot of evasion, so it's pretty good. And your stamina use is reduced. That's only while you're infected, so keep that in mind. When you recover from the frenzy, your red vitality gauge is restored and your affinity increases. This is what makes up for the minus 20 affinity on our weapon. If you're using a different weapon that has more affinity, then instead of slotting in some crit you may be able to not slot in crit and instead slot in more comfy skills or more damage, depending on what you want to do. Coalescence, when you recover from any blight, it gives you stats. It's pretty good. If I don't recommend going to 3 because Coalescence takes up a lot of stat, but I don't know how to word it. Either way, I just wouldn't go to 3 unless you can handle it. Handle it as in like your slots and whatnot. The set is kind of empty in the slot department, as you can see. Like I have to slot in full rapid morph, but I could be using a different talisman, but we'll get into the talisman choice later. So then that's the Shaggy Maggie part of the set. That's Bloodlust. It's pretty good. And then we come to the Magnamalo part of the set. This could be replaced with anything else. If you don't want Hellfire Cloak 4, you don't need to take it. The only reason I put Hellfire Cloak on this set is because I thought it would be funny. So, it could definitely be changed either for more defenses with a different chest piece or more attack with something like the, I don't know, Furious for Zhang chest piece, Astalos chest piece, Lungaron chest piece, anything else, as well as the waist, because these 2 pieces are only here for Hellfire Cloak. What Hellfire Cloak does is reduces the damage from Hellfire, which is only applied by Magnamalo, increases the damage of Hellfire Blasts, which is applied to you from Magnamalo, and also, if you're at level 3, inflicts it on yourself when monsters are enraged. If you don't know, Hellfire Blasts, so when you get Hellfire on you, if you sheath your weapon and wire bug away, instead of just rolling a couple times to get rid of it, if you wire bug away, it'll leave a Hellfire thing on the ground. I don't know if I can show you that in the training room, but I will definitely show you in this video right here. So yeah, that's how that works. It increases the damage from Hellfire Blasts for that. Hellfire Cloak 4 just makes it last longer when a monster is not enraged. It's a funny skill. I really like it. It's a hee hee ha ha. It could definitely be replaced with something else that has more slots though, because at the moment it really is kind of limiting the set. But talked about this already. I've got a Fate Extender 2 on it because I like Fate Extender. And then the talisman. So you'll notice that this is the only source of chain crit we have. And I have a Rapid Morph 3 talisman that I'm not using. Why? Because chain crit is pretty nice for this. And also just pretty nice in general. Chain crit, as you hit the monster, you get attack, and then after you hit it, the monster 5 times, you get even more attack. I think at level 2, the increase is 15. So currently at 430, let's hit this thing a couple times. I'm at 442. Yep, 442. So that's an increase of 12. Going up to chain crit 3 takes that increase up to 15. I've done the testing, I've done the numbers. Maybe it's different with attack boost, but that's because attack boost increases attack by a percentage. This attack doesn't have, this set doesn't have that. It's just got chain crit. That's why I didn't want to take it up to 3. I could definitely take it up to 3 if I use the Astalos chest piece, because the Astalos chest piece does have chain crit on it. There's also the Archfiend Waste that has chain crit on it, but I think that has chain crit 2, so I'd have to use a different talisman, which I could do. But anyway, there's a lot of ways you can improve this set if you didn't want to take Hellfire Cloak. But like I said, I really wanted to use Hellfire Cloak in a set. And I thought to myself, hey, why not just give myself a bunch of debuffs and make that a set? And that's where this set came from. Damage on it's pretty good. I would highly recommend that you know the monster before you take this set into a hunt against a monster. Because if you take this set into a hunt and get hit a lot, you're not going to have a fun time. Also, the debuff from Frenzy, not Conquering Frenzy, is apparently a debuff of attack of 30. That's pretty bad. So, try not to get that debuff. Anyway, that is the whole set. If you've got any tips, not tips, if you've got any recommendations for what other people might be able to put in, if you don't want to take Hellfire Cloak, go ahead and leave them below. I might not, who knows? But there's definitely a lot of ways you can move around this set if you don't want to take Hellfire Cloak. And even if you want to change the talisman, because the chain crit is just there because I want it. Let me go show you my talismans. I could use any other talisman in the game. Whoops. So this one, I could use this one. I like wire bugs. That you could use that one if you were gonna use a gun with this set. I personally don't know if that would be the best idea, but I mean, as long as you don't get hit by the monster, you'll probably be fine. And one of these pieces of gear, yeah, these give spare shot, so you could get spare shot too easily, but this set doesn't really leave you with any gun skills, so there's that. There's this. Wide range would be good because sometimes you gotta just back out and heal yourself, and if you're playing multiplayer, you might as well heal the party when you heal yourself. You can also get this. Critical element is slotted in, but Spearbird's Call is comfy. It lets Spearbirds come to you like every minute or so. It's also got Rapid Morph, which is good for me because I like to use Switch Axe, and it's got a 3 slot and a 2 slot. Here's another Coalescence. We already have 2 Coalescence, so we don't need this. But if we wanted to fill out Coalescence, overfill it even, we could take this. I should be using this chain. I completely forgot I got this one. I completely forgot. It's kind of a waste to use a 3 slot on a 2 slot, but it's got 2 1 slots. So there's that. Could take this. I like Redirection. Stamina Thief isn't necessarily the most useful, but it's got a 4 slot, so that's another comfy skill. But yeah, there's a lot of ways you can change up the set, because the talisman isn't set in stone. The waist and chest are, but really it's not necessary for the build. What is necessary is the Arc Helm, the Archfiend Gloves, and the Arc Pants. Those are the 3 pieces in the build that will stay no matter what. But if you ever see me hunting with this armor set and you don't see the chest and the waist, you'll be like, ah, he changed up a bit. Yeah, that's the set. I hope you guys liked it. If you decide to use this set for yourself, go ahead and like the video. maybe comment down below on your own take on this set or ways to help play the set that aren't just play better for the people that want to use this set but feel that they can't because they are just not confident in themselves to use the set proficiently. And at the end of the day, play what you want. If you feel like you can't use the set proficiently, then my recommendation is to build it anyway and take it into some solo hunts to see how you do. Unless you got some friends, then build the set, take it into hunts with them, and laugh about it when you don't do well. That is my advice. But more so on the solo hunt thing after you build the set. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you use the set, like. If you want to see more, subscribe. I'll be posting these probably every 2 days. Maybe shorter, maybe longer, but never longer than 4 days unless I get really busy with something and just can't play Monster Hunter for a bit. But yeah, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.